Here Inception goes again. Oh man. It's listen man, as a content creator in general, you are just fucked essentially for the rest of the year playing this game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, there's no ways around it. You guys watched the podcast yesterday, you watched my rantable gameplay, you guys watched all that stuff, okay? I just want to tell you how I feel before progressing forward because honestly this channel might be transformed into something entirely different. General discussions and stuff always do well on the channel. I don't particularly do it to always rant about the game. I just think that people enjoy my thoughts on certain things. So we could transform the channel into something completely different. Just have like a general discussion podcast every day, whatever it is, right? About anything. It could be football related in real life, right? But right now, I want to talk about my experience playing this game literally just at this very moment, okay? Because some of you guys follow me on Twitter, and some of you guys saw that little rant that I did on Twitter. Because, you know, what I experience playing this game, I don't experience anywhere else. Generally speaking, guys, I'm not an angry person. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually like quite calm in real life. I'm not nothing really bothers me that much. When I see something stupid happens, obviously I'll be like, "Yo, that's stupid," right? But honestly, nothing really bothers me as much as playing FIFA does because of the potential that it has and the execution of it being absolutely dog shit. Okay, I'll tell you guys my general experience of what just happened right now and why I think um, why FIFA as a general experience, like I'll tell you this from me personally, right? As a content creator, because no one else will tell you this, okay? Oh, not no one else. There's a few. Kurt, one of them. Nick, one of them. A lot of people, right? But few people. The general experience of playing FIFA sucks, and I understand, right? That people like to play this game because it's football. I understand it's the only fix that people have to play football. It's the only thing because Pez, like I know that there's always Pez fans. I don't like Pez. I don't. I tried the game myself. I didn't like it, right? And I obviously give it a chance all the time. I just don't like the way it plays out, right? Or the way that they do my club. The way they do my club blows my mind. But other than that, right? Um, the general experience, everything surrounding this game is a joke. Everything, every single aspect of this game is a joke, okay? And I'll tell you guys why from my general experience today. So, I played my first game of draft today, and I started my stream today at like 9 o'clock in the morning, something like that, right? And honest to God, when I tell you guys that my gameplay was good, it was good, man. And it was fun. And I was able to take the small little touches. My players were making beautiful off the ball movements. And it was just how a video game is meant to be played, right? That gameplay I experienced is what every single game I play of FIFA should be. That fast, responsive gameplay that is good for the attack, that's good for the defense, and then it kind of balances out really nicely. Other than the three core mechanics that I don't like, which is the manual interceptions not being good enough, manual, right? Not assisted. Manual interceptions not being good enough. 1v1 tackles not being good enough, and park the bus being absolutely ridiculous. EA, do something about the park the bus. This using one person in the middle area of the pitch and your bots still follow you every single direction you go. If someone is using someone in the middle of the pitch and their AI is the one that's defending against me, I should literally be able to just run right into that 18-yard box. That's how much it is fucking idiotic, okay? But anyways, other than those core mechanics, right? The first game that I had today was brilliant. The way that my players are moving, it was gorgeous, and it was I was using a 4-1-2 and 2, and I was having fun. I was like, wow, like it was an open formation on the counter attack because it's not the meta or whatever it is, but it was still a fun formation to use because the general attacking and defending plays was great. I was able to switch decently, even though in good gameplay the switching is still pretty broken in regards to how it is in the offline, but it still works more times than it does in the bad gameplay. The small little intricate touches, the quickness of the game, no emphasis, right? They would do it, but they would do the emphasis due to characteristic and moments, right? It wouldn't be done as like a generic thing that's happening the entire time, right? My gameplay experience is beautiful. And I even tweeted out saying this exact thing. So I'm just going to show you guys this. I tweeted this exact thing right here. God, this game feels so good and good gameplay, but alas, it's 9 in the morning. It'll go away soon. This game is so much fun when you can move like this. If only it was consistent, right? That's what happened in that the general time frame of all that, right? And then, um, and then, literally another tweet right afterwards, I was saying, "It's gone, lovely stuff, beautiful, spectacular, amazing." Sarcasm, right? It's gone because the gameplay was no longer feeling the same as it was earlier. Whether that's server related or whether I got really lucky early in the morning that the gameplay was really, really nice, that's just borderline unacceptable, right? This rant that I did right here that some of you guys saw on Twitter, I won the game 5-2 in that draft, right? Again, it's not based off of results, it's based off of general experience, right? I won that game 5-2, but the behavior of my players when my gameplay was bad, anyone that considers themselves good to play in gameplay like that and beat you, you're out of your mind, okay? 3 core mechanic game parts aside, and the team press being crazy, and all this stuff that people look to abuse and think that they're good at doing when they have these things, okay? You're out of your mind. And in my opinion, I understand that this game is a football game, but I genuinely believe if you're not a content creator, you don't make any revenue from this, you have to be fucking crazy as a gamer to play this game and see these things happening in front of your screen. I get it. Football related, you want to play the game because of the football aspect. Completely understandable, okay? Say what you want about me in regards to me complaining all the time, but this issue exists nowhere else, okay? It doesn't exist anywhere else where my players feel absolutely... I was in Andrea Pirlo, it was so beautiful to use him because he really felt like Andrea Pirlo, you know? And it was super fun to use him. Pogba was playing well. He wasn't doing his emphasis touches because of his characteristic of agility and balance. I was using Kenny Dalglish with like Messi, and it's beautiful. This draft, I have Messi and Kenny Dalglish as well. I had to sub on Messi the last draft as I did in this draft. They didn't move the same way anymore, okay? I'm going to talk about this issue in FIFA until the day I die because genuinely, I hate whoever the hell is in charge of fixing this. It is a joke, okay? Gameplay aside from that specifically, general experience of playing FIFA. When you come up against someone, right? Because there's no way of avoiding this. There's no transition screen that you can just watch instead of the person just being absolutely toxic, okay? Because the general community that plays this game, if your gameplay is bad, they don't care if the gameplay is bad. What they care about is that they're beating you or they score their shit goals and they think that they're good at the game, okay? I want to show you guys an example of a game where I lost against this one kid. I just want to show you one of the goals that this kid scored against me because people think that they're good in this game when people get this gameplay, okay? I want to show you this very specific moment right here, okay? This one that he scores, right? Okay, he has the ball here with Pele, right? Does that, that's fine. I'm still at the top. I know he's going to cut back inside. Cuts back inside. With Pirlo, I'm already switching off because the ball should be mine. The ball is not mine, right? His Pirlo still gets the ball. With Cancelo, I'm defending. Sorry for this little thing right here. It always does this in VLC. With Cancelo, I defend perfectly fine with him. And whoever the fuck made this animation in this game, there's something wrong with you, okay? This animation in particular. He does that. I should have got that ball. I don't get the ball, right? Then he does this. And you think from this moment when he does that, that's my ball. The way that I'm defending with Cancelo, holding that left side, that's my ball, right? Look at this absolutely joke of an animation that EA added to this game. The oh, I have to chase after him animation. Who puts this in your games? Who does that? who thinks of these animations and thinks that this is an okay thing to add to your game? That animation never makes sense in the game. Because if I am defending that general area well, there is no way in hell you should pass me. But because my player himself does that animation and I can't control that, you get past me because of that. I'm holding that general area well. I'm in front of Pele when he does that heel to heel. And he still gets that ball. And what does he do? What does he do when he scores this opportunity? Shushes and runs to the midfield, my dude. If you're a regular person playing, and dabs at the end actually, if you're a regular person playing this game, you have to be out of your mind because people score that and think that they're good at the game and don't look at the specifics. First of all, the game from the very beginning, whatever you want to believe in your DDAs and your scripting and your momentum, all I'm going to tell you is this, okay? Your gameplay feels like shit or good from the very beginning. Is it possible it can change throughout the game? Yes. But my gameplay when it was good in that very first game, it never changed. No matter if I was losing by a huge margin, the last minutes of the game, my players never felt like shit. Okay? This is the issue of the game. People scoring goals like this and then thinking they're great, right? It's not done yet. What's his second goal that he scores, ladies and gentlemen? He scores from the kickoff, right? Scores from the kickoff. 48th minute is the kickoff. Because the kickoff is still a thing. Because your players are just idiotic from the defense. Now it's 2-1, right? Okay, it's 2-1. My gameplay is shit, right? I can't dribble the ball properly. I can't move properly. I can't defend properly because your right stick switching doesn't work. You do animations like that when I'm trying to transition right to left, left to right, right? Okay. What does this guy do once he has that lead? And this is without being able to move, okay? Let's get into this moment right here. Right here. Because this is the moment that I remember. This is the one that you could see the most, right? This one right here, look at how he defends the entire time. Look at the shape of his defense. Look at the way my players are touching the ball. Look at the emphasis they're at. They're not doing it sharply anymore. The sharpness from the first game, it's not there anymore. So I can't exploit. Do you know how many times I see empty space and I cannot exploit that empty space because the game itself is not allowing me to, because like I said, from the very beginning of the game, you know that you're not going to be able to play properly, skill-based wise, right? Look at how he defends the entire time and look at how his AI responds to me every time I have this ball. Every single time. Look at this. When someone defends like that, with one person the entire time, do you know what I as the player should be able to do? I should be able to literally run with right trigger right inside your 18-yard box. That's what he starts doing for the rest of the game. And people think, because they don't care about the good and the bad gameplay, because they don't look at that variable, they look at the goals they score, think they're amazing at the game, right? And then go from there. It's not an excuse. Hey, it's like I said, I made that video, look, it's a draft win, right? If it was a loss from this, I have to do all these like changing of the things here. If this was a loss, you would see that this is a loss, but it's the second round, right? And it was the game right after that one, or 2 games right after that one, where it was like, well, all that gameplay shit that you had in the first game is gone now. So people play like this in bad gameplay against you and think they're good and start acting toxic. Even the second goal that he scored from the kickoff, how does he celebrate from that second goal? And people do this purposely. I understand that they're just celebrations. I get it. But when you have a thing in your video game to purposely be toxic, and when game developers allow this, like, hey man, if you want to do a toxic celebration, but you have like a transitioning screen for the other person, that's great. Better general experience, right? But when I'm conceding goals strictly because your game is a piece of shit, right? And then people start to celebrate like this, who plays this game for the general experience? Who? You have to be out of your mind, my dude. Because the gameplay is never good during the daytime. Sometimes you'll get lucky and it'll get better. Sometimes. Sometimes you'll get lucky, right? That's that variable, by the way, with the park, the bus, and him holding one thing. That's one of the variables that I don't like game mechanic wise specifically, right? Okay, he does that. So you lose a game like that. That's how someone chooses to spend their day, playing and trying to annoy you by abusing the game mechanics. This same guy was using that team press tactic, right? Where every single person is marked. And that tactic doesn't necessarily annoy me. It only annoys me when my gameplay is bad and I can't dribble properly. When I can't take those sharp touches to exploit the team press that your players are doing against me. And there's also the other variable where if you're playing possession-based attacking, your attackers do not move away from the defenders when they are doing that to you. They have no movement. They're just doing this. And the person's on you the entire time. If I can move properly and tell people to make certain runs when I can make those sharp little angle touches like I could in my first game, it wouldn't be an issue. It's only an issue, right? Because in your game, it's fucking broken when your gameplay is bad. There's so many variables in this game. I don't care about results. I have to keep saying this. I don't care about results. I care about the general experience, ladies and gentlemen, okay? You have to be out of your fucking mind to play this game and not make any sort of revenue back from it and not get any return from it. I hop on FIFA as a streamer. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Play drafts all day? Drafts is fun to play once in a while, but then once I do that, I'm gonna go play division rivals in the higher ranks, and guess what? That's what these fuckers are doing the entire time at the higher ranks. Yeah, maybe sometimes here and there you'll come up against a guy that's playing normal, but even if they do play normal, your gameplay's shit, so you can't play normal anyways. The general experience of playing this game fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. And I'm telling you that as a content creator in general, okay? I'm telling you that as a content creator. People won't do this because it'll affect their viewership, it'll affect their audience, it'll affect the revenue that they're cutting in, but I don't give a fuck, my dude, okay? Because this company, don't go to Tom and stuff. Tom, if I go to Tom, I'll be like, Tom, these three core mechanics are bullshit, okay? But you can't go to Tom or Zaro or Corey and be like, hey, whoa, this inconsistent game. Yeah, they'll bring that information, but you know who's at fault for not changing any of this? EA is, as a company, okay? We're looking into it is not fucking good enough, EA. It's not good enough to just say we're looking into it because it's been 7+ years of this bullshit. You've added new servers because I connect to a new server like I said in the Kurt podcast. You connect to new servers, ladies and gentlemen, but they think that was the reason their gameplay is inconsistent. But guess what? New servers, you still have inconsistent gameplay. If I lived in Vancouver, if I lived there, this issue would no longer exist. If I lived there. But the thing is, right, is that it shouldn't require someone like myself or anyone else who understands the difference of gameplay and how unacceptable it is to play in the gameplay the majority of the time that it is with this sluggish bullshit, okay? In comparison to that gameplay I had at first, in the first game I had of the day, right? What are you doing, bro? What are you guys doing there? Not me. Well, I buy the game, sure, right? But people who spend on FIFA points, we bring you the revenue for this game, and you're not putting it back into the game, my dudes. You're not putting it back. Why is this still a thing, my dude? Is it my internet? No, bro. I can go play any other game, no problem. Okay? The general experience, chat, if I did not create content on this game, and again, this YouTube channel might be transformed completely to something else, because if I do player reviews, squad reviews, people don't give a shit, okay? So if I can figure out something to do that is just general discussions, giving my opinion on topics that people are interested in real life, sure, because I like doing the discussion videos. They're fun for me. I like doing this stuff, right? I don't like having to talk about how shit your game is, though, all the time, EA. I don't. You think I enjoy doing this? No, because what I want to be doing at this very moment is playing in that first game that I had during the day all the time and stream the game consistently and grind out the content that way. But making the revenue is not enough, because if I didn't complain, I'd make more revenue. But making the revenue is not enough, because it's a video game that you're supposed to enjoy. You guys literally have crack cocaine gameplay in your game hidden every single year. The only game that was fucking terrible no matter what was last year, okay? Because those core mechanics were fucking stupid. But every single year, you guys have good gameplay, and we never get it consistently for the whole entire day. Yes, I do blame EA as a company. Can I blame the workers specifically? I don't know. I don't know who to blame. But do I know that it's an issue? Yeah, it takes 5 seconds. Not even. When you kick off the ball, just the way your player puts that emphasis on a dribble and a first touch, the controls 1-to-1 with your controller, it's all it takes. You don't need a rocket scientist there. How is this still an issue? This isn't 2005. If I had this gameplay in 2005, oh, it'd be a miracle, because in that day and age, sure. But now, no, man. I don't know how anyone can play your game. I don't know how people can buy FIFA points on your game. I don't know how anyone can do that. I don't know. I don't know how people can see how shit your game is and be like, I'm going to put more money into it. I don't know how that's even possible. The only reason why this game is even bought from me is because I'm a content creator. But you think I would genuinely buy this game again if I saw this issue 2 years ago again? No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. This whole thing is ridiculous, okay? I don't care what people... Say what you want about me, dude. Say that I'm the toxic person in the community. This is unacceptable in any other gaming community. I, and as well as a few other people in this entire community, sees this to be an issue, okay? Let me lose because my gameplay is good, not when my gameplay is bad. I can't blame myself when my gameplay is bad. I morally cannot do that. I can't do it. I played one guy this year in good gameplay, and he shit on me 3-0 in foot champs, okay? No problem. He was a good player. My gameplay was fine. I can switch, I can defend, I can attack. He was just a good player, no problem. His team was very similar to mine. 3-0, no problem. He's a great player. The rest of my losses this year, I can't take blame for a single one of them. Because I was lucky enough to lose to this guy in good game. You know how fun it is to lose to a person who's actually genuinely good at the game and good. I don't give a fuck if you're good at playing the game when the game plays bad. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. If you beat me when the gameplay is good, though, you got my respect. 100%. If the gameplay is shit, good for you. You managed to get the victory. You're playing this game without making revenue when the game plays like that. You're okay with that? Couldn't be me, chat. If I wasn't, I gotta keep stressing. If I wasn't a content creator, not a fucking shot, my dudes.